unfucking believable. Unfucking believable. This shit has gone on for too long, and we're stopping it right the fuck here. We're stopping it right the fuck here. It's not going any longer. This is an outrage that we are letting this shit slide. And I'm telling you, with every team I cover, I see the same shit. The only team so far that I've covered where I can't pin it on this one specific element is the Hawks right now with Quinn Snyder. But my God, I can name them off. Derek Fisher, Steve Nash, Jeff Hornacek, Jacques Vaughn. I done seen it all. I done seen it all, y'all. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being right. I'm tired of getting on here saying the same shit over and over again. This should be a red flag to any organization with a fucking brain. But again, we support an organization whose main priority is fucking swag. Niggas is more concerned about the goddamn brand and selling tickets and having a fucking concert than having a fucking functioning basketball team. Niggas is so focused on the administrative side of shit that they lose sight of everything else. The fucking output is more important than the input. And niggas don't want to listen. What I'm talking about is fucking Coach Wright has gone too far with this shit. I understand the defensive identity. I'm here for it. Why not? Cool. But this is game number 3. And I can't count the preseason because I couldn't see that shit. But this is game number 3. And honestly, I didn't say anything last year. I could have, but I didn't say anything last year. But this is more of the same, where the motherfucker refuses to draw a play. And I don't understand how coaches get hired and put in these positions when they don't do the one thing a coach is supposed to do. Draw a fucking play. You have to coach the team. And I understand there are some, I can't think of the word, but there are some factors at hand here, and I understand that. I understand that I am a cis male getting on here talking shit about an African American woman. Like, I get it. But just take who I am and my identity out of the equation and just use your fucking eyes and look at the team. Look at the goddamn team. I think 3 years of covering this team has given me enough carte blanche, if you will, to get on here and speak honestly and sincerely. And honestly and sincerely, this is out of control. This is the fucking fever. We didn't play the Aces. We didn't play the goddamn Liberty. We didn't play the Sky. We didn't play any of these established ass teams. We're talking about a team that hasn't won a goddamn game in almost a fucking year. We're looking at a team that threw away Destiny Henderson and said fucking Christy Wallace is our point guard. Fucking Erica Wheeler is our point guard. Nah, they are ass. Like, shout out Miss Boston, but them niggas is ass in Indy. You cannot get clapped at home by the fucking Fever when on paper we're supposed to be so fucking serious. We're supposed to be so fucking contending, all this shit. You don't lose to teams like this. It can't happen, especially in the fucking home opener when we had our foots on their goddamn necks. We were in control of the whole fucking game until the wheels fall apart. And I'll tell you something, that cutesy shit that they were getting off in the first couple quarters was nice. That's adorable. But the game is 48 minutes. 40, I think. 40, I think, for the WNBA. You might have to fact check me on that because it's 10-minute quarters. But that's not here to there. The point is, you got to play the whole 4 quarters. What you do in the first 3 is cute and adorable and nice, but it's fucking stat padding at the end of the day. If you don't fucking win the game, that's the point of it. You have to play all 4 quarters with the same fucking energy. And I'm telling you, shit like this catches up with you when you have an entire system that you're just running options. Again, options and plays are 2 different things. Those are two completely different things. If you are telling your point guard, just do what you feel like you should do with how the defense reacts and try to make the most of it, that's the instructions you're giving your guards? I'm going to leave Haley Jones alone because it's her first year, and I'm going to have the same energy that I had with Ari. So I will not speak on Haley's game tonight. Well, this afternoon wasn't the best, but I'm not going to speak on that because she's a rookie. So I'm not going to say a word. I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to focus on niggas that know better. I understand Coach Wright is the coach, but motherfucker, Ari, God damn it, Ari, I just complimented you. Number one, going 1 for 18 is not something I'm going to pat you on the back for. And it wasn't 1 for 18. It was probably 1 for 7 or some shit like that. Maybe 6, maybe 5. I don't know. But the motherfucker only hit 1 shot. And these niggas are fucking blowing the trombones and shit. These niggas is blowing the trombones and shit over by the goddamn airport. They blowing the goddamn trombones and shit because this motherfucker hit 1 shot. What about the other bricks? What about the air balls? What about all that? What about the fact that the motherfucker can't make a layup? How about that? Sever, she's a pass first point guard. It doesn't matter what she does. Like a nigga like me hasn't been on the internet for years defending pure point guards. You feel me? Shout out Elfrid Payton. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I understand what her role is. So I'll lay out the scoring for a second. We'll pretend like having the ability to score. Again, the ability, not the choice. She is trying to score. So we'll ignore that having the ability to score the ball is not a major piece of a WNBA player. We'll ignore that. We'll ignore that extreme statistical flaw that she has in her game. We'll ignore that for a second. What did we just talk about last video? She's able to unlock the idea that you have to give the ball to people in their strong spots and their sweet spots. So we saw a lot of like inbounding passes and drop passes and all that stuff to Cheyenne Parker, which is great, which is cool. Cheyenne was fucking them niggas up down low. Awesome sauce. I'm here for it. But what did we talk about last video? You have to understand the others. Not everyone else is a fucking slasher. Not everyone else has like these 2K post badges. You have shooters. You have people who like the ball off the catch type shit. Again, there are other types of players. And the amount of times that it seemed like Rhyne Howard was out there just getting fucking cardio because she wasn't getting the ball was appalling. And the reason why she's not getting the fucking ball is because she's not in the post. Because Ari hasn't figured out yet how to get shooters the ball. Now, did AD throw up a couple bricks? Yes, they did. Yes, they fucking did. Couple of open threes that should have went down. Them niggas was bricking. I'm not going to put that on Ari. But I will say some of the shots that AD was trying to get off, with the exception of those wide open threes they missed, were like all in the paint, like weird contested mid-range shots and that like weird drop pass to the layup and one. That's not how AD scores. Having them come down the paint on the fast break to try and create off the dribble for the off-balance left-handed layup, that's not how that motherfucker plays. They're a shooter. Let that nigga shoot. But it all comes down to the very thing that y'all will sit there and try to tell me doesn't matter. If Ari was a threat offensively, she could properly execute a driving kick. She could run in the paint, kick the ball out to AD or Ryan or whoever else, and they're able to hit the shot uncontested because your man like is going to collapse on you along with someone else for the double. So now someone else is open. So you kick to the open shooter, or maybe you just swing it along to where the open shooter is. Again, you can't, if you've got two people collapsing, right? You kick the ball out, someone else is going to leave to recover, to try and contest the open shooter. So you swing the ball around. There's only 5 niggas on the other team on the court. You're going to run out of people to contest at some point, and the ball moves faster than your feet. I don't mean to sound like a coach, but it's like, this is basketball basics. Again, y'all try to say it doesn't matter that she can't score. Yes, the fuck it does. But then you have to question the mental, because it's like, damn, does she know that's what she needs to do? Because the times I see Ari run into the paint to try and create some confusion, I don't really see her looking to the back. I see her looking around at who's cutting and shit to get to the rim. Now, she did have one pass. I will give her this. She did have one pass in the very early part of the game where Ari, goes down low, kind of like tiptoes around the baseline and swings it out to an open Alicia Gray for the 3. Like, that was great. That I want to see more of that. You're able to have the entire defensive attention on you when you're literally underneath the basket. You can fling it off in any direction. Everyone else is around the arc. Like, shit like that is great. More of that. But when the game is starting to get away from you, when the confidence of the other team is at an all-time high, it doesn't matter what Coach Wright is saying. You are the point guard. You are controlling the team. Get the #1 overall draft pick, the fucking rookie of the year, the ball where she can do some damage. Now, I saw multiple times. Let me just make sure I don't have a missed call. I don't. I saw multiple times in the game where they call a timeout and they would do ISO Ryan Howard, which I guess you could consider a play. Sure, I won't deny that. That's technically a play. But if it's ISO Ryan Howard, she's coming off of a historic rookie campaign where everyone everyone on the planet is aware of what she wants to do. Why would you have everyone clear out for her to create at the top of the key with the entire team looking at her to get off a contested shot that she'll smack off the side of the backboard? Like, if she hits it, it's cool, but what about the higher percentage of the time she won't? And that's not a lack of skill. That's not a lack of ability. That's just how basketball works. It's a fucking team sport. Like, come on now. And then again, we go back to how it is that Ryan Howard is utilized. If Ari doesn't have the ability to get her the ball in a place around the arc where she can be open and have a good look at the basket, she resorts to trying to give her the ball either on the fast break or like in the mid post to post up and spin around or some shit. That's not how Ryan plays. And I'm not saying she's not capable of it, but this is like 3 games in a row where I've seen this motherfucker down there smoking layups. You get a little bit of contact, this motherfucker can't finish, because that's not how she plays. Have y'all ever been playing a pickup game and you're playing with randoms that don't know you? Hey, fuck it, I'll use me as an example. I've had times where I'm playing with randoms who I don't fucking know and they don't understand my game, and they'll give me the ball at the fucking 3-point line and they're like, shoot it. Nigga, I'm not a shooter. I got the layups and floaters and shit like that. You feel me? That's how I play. So the fuck is you kicking the ball out to me for, screaming at me to shoot? Nigga, that shit's going over the backboard. I'm not a shooter. That's what it's like. It's almost as if Aerie doesn't understand who she's playing with. And I know I'm doing such a deep dive on her mental, and that's so disrespectful, and I'm sorry, but I have to speculate something. I have to speculate something. Because what is the reason? What is the excuse here? And for Coach Wright, I don't understand how you can continue to coach, and I say coach with air quotes, to coach the team in such a way. I don't understand how she's getting away with this. A game like this is the definition of a must win. If these niggas are serious, if these motherfuckers are real about going into this season and making some noise and being a young contender, and not contender for a championship, I'm talking just getting to the playoffs. You don't lose games like this. Not to a team that ain't won in a goddamn year with half of your previous roster on there. At home as your home opener. You don't lose these games. To the fucking Fever, you don't lose these games. If you're serious, if you're for real, if you're not just trying to sell tickets, you don't lose these games. The final play, if you follow me on Twitter, @7thBomb, I tweeted word for word. It was a 3-point game. We were down 3 points, some goddamn how. 3-point game, maybe 13 seconds. 13 or 15 seconds, right? I tweet out, are y'all ready to see the nastiest Ryan Howard ISO 3 you've ever seen? Because I knew that's what they were going to fucking do. I knew that's what the fucking plan was. And again, I'm not talking about like some type of screening action or some shit to get her open in the corner for a wide open shot or some shit like that. I'm talking about they literally inbound the ball, pass it around a couple times, give it to Ryan with 10 seconds left. And again, this is a basketball 10 seconds, not a reality, because we can count to 10 right now and see how long that shit is. I won't put you through it, but like in real life, okay, 10 seconds, cool. But basketball 10 seconds? That's like an hour. So for 10 seconds, for eight of the 10 seconds, Ryan is dribbling between her legs, and the entire Fever team is setting up defense like, oh, she finna shoot. Niggas getting ready, cutting off every possible passing lane. Niggas getting ready for the drive down low. Niggas getting ready to catch the break. We get to 2 seconds left. Ryan flings up a contested jumper because everyone knew that's what we were doing. Air ball, game's over. If I can predict on my couch what you're going to do, what the fuck do you think the other team was thinking? This is an embarrassing loss. And it's a heat check like this that tells me the tone of the season. So I have to say from here on out, them niggas got to prove themselves to me. I'm sorry. Because I'm not putting in this type of effort and this type of investment for niggas that are playing with my time. They need to prove they're serious. They need to prove they're ready to do something this fucking year. Because right now they're fucking playing games. Coach Wright, throw this fucking philosophy of just have fun and get after it out the goddamn window and draw some fucking plays. Aerie, if y'all think we can just rely on the heroics of Alicia Gray, Cheyenne Parker, and Ryan Howard to save us offensively every goddamn game, you are smoking crack. And Quinn Snyder is your supplier. This would be the last time I go this hard on this team because they don't deserve my energy. They don't deserve my energy. If you're going to fucking embarrass yourself like this, nigga, we're out there on the front line. I work for Nets Republic. You know, I'm fucking battling with Liberty fans every goddamn day. Fucking swashbuckling with goddamn Brooklyn fans every day. They're fucking telling me what fucking Stewie and Vandersloot and all them are doing. And I'm just like, oh, well, you better watch out for Orlando. Then they pull some shit like this. We lose to the fucking Cornfield Fever and fucking Zion Jr. with the Wendy's locks. Fuck out of here.